Hi, welcome to this video tutorial for Ghost LE. Ghost LE is a MaxforLive device. It's a generative looping random sequencer. So you can use it with any instrument in live. You can have multiple versions of it open across different tracks. First thing you want to do, load the device and pick an instrument. For this video I'm using an instrument from the new Colliders pack, which you can get from the Isotonic website, highly recommended. And pick a scale and a key, and then open up the floating window by pressing the arcade button. So what we have here is the classic maze from the PacMan game, and as with the previous Ghost device, which was designed to be used with 8x8 grid control surfaces like push and launch pads, for example. This one runs just in Ableton with a node controller, but what it means is we can replicate the original maze. So what we have is a maze that represents step sequencer. So you can pick a preset, which is a preset for the grid layout of the notes. Okay, and then we can change some of the parameters here. So we can pick notes, and we can choose to add or remove notes where we want to. Okay, it's possible to clear the grid as well if you just want to start from scratch and start sequencing. But if we pick a preset for now, let's go for Quadra. And then what we do is we have up to 4 ghosts that can run. So if I pick the first one and press play, let's turn the other ones off for now. So we have the blue ghost running. Every time it gets to some sort of junction, it makes a random decision as to which way it's going to go. Whenever it goes over one of the yellow power pills, it triggers a note. So the yellow ones represent note triggers. The pitch of the note is determined by the mode down here. So there's different modes you can choose from, and what the modes represent are the different layouts of pitches for each of the notes. So rather than selecting the pitch yourself, you simply pick a mode. The manual shows you what the modes do and how they lay the notes out. It's probably just worth mentioning the last mode is random, so that it will give you random, whereas the rest of them will keep fixed pitches for each of the notes. So take a look at the manual for that. But really, selecting different modes across the different ghosts means when 2 ghosts land on the same spot, they might trigger a different note if they have a different mode selected. We can choose accent notes, which are the oranges. These need to be placed on top of a note, and they will give a high velocity range. And then we can also choose speed pills, which are the cherries. These can be placed anywhere, and if a ghost goes over one of these, it will either speed the ghost up or slow the ghost down. This will happen for a number of steps determined here. So you can choose how many steps the speed trigger is active for, and you can choose the chance of the speed actually being applied. Same with accent, you can choose the amount of accent that is applied, so it allows you to scale it. Okay, let's trigger some more ghosts. So we can either trigger a ghost by clicking edit and run, or we can click edit and just place the ghost somewhere on the grid, and we can re-trigger from where we want to as well whilst it's selected. Okay, various settings for the ghost. We can mute them, we can solo a ghost, we can choose a speed. Okay, we can do things like we can loop as well. I can set a number of steps, and then I can turn the loop on. I've got it set to 8, so the blue ghost is going to loop over 8 steps. This allows you to create some familiarity within the sequence. So you can, even though they're quite random, you could have two of the ghosts looping and then another two kind of running around randomly. Whilst the ghost is looping, you can still play with their settings, like velocity, randomized velocity, the note length, the range. This is the pitch range. So if you have a narrow pitch range, it's only covering a few notes within an octave. A high pitch range means it could potentially cover the whole range of notes available. You can do the octaves and the mode, which I've already mentioned. Let's loop the pink ghost for 6 steps. If you've got something running and you want to turn this into a clip, over here we have the looper function. We can set a number of bars, so I'll keep it on 2 for now, and then I click the middle button and it will wait and then start recording a loop. This simply captures the MIDI data being generated by the device. Once it's captured 2 bars, it will start a loop over here. So we're no longer listening to the MIDI sequencers running in the background, we're hearing the captured loop of those 2 bars. At any point I can turn this into a clip by using the arrow buttons or just selecting a clip slot on the same track and click clip. If we look inside, we've captured a perfect loop of everything that's happening. This is a really quick way of just using the device to generate ideas and capture them as clips as well. We can capture a new loop like so, and again turn that into a new clip. Click the red button to stop and resume playback of the sequencers. We can reset all the ghosts. And we can clear the grid as well. For the manual and more videos, be sure to check out the Isotonic website.